Hey everyone, MovieGuy 2005 once again. Welcome back to another video as I continue my marathon of John Carpenter movie reviews. And this time it's going to be a movie review on the 1987 film, Prince of Darkness. Before man walked the earth, it slept for centuries. It is evil. It is real. It is awakening. Let's go ahead and start with the plot, shall we? So basically, the plot concerns a group of graduate students and scientists and a priest. They go to this church that's been abandoned, and they discover an ancient canister that contains this really strange, really weird green liquid. I think it might be slime. I'm not totally sure. But anyway, they find the container with the green liquid in it. And once the container is opened, the liquid starts to wreak havoc. It starts to go inside people's mouths, and they become possessed and become like zombified. They basically like turn into zombies. And the remaining members that aren't zombified or possessed realize that they have unleashed the very essence of Satan himself. And now they must fight back and try to save the world from this devilish fury that's been contained for well over 7 million years. So, yeah, that's basically the plot of the film. This is a really good movie. Very good, very creepy movie. Very weird and dark and twisted. Just great atmosphere in this movie. I mean, you have Donald Pleasance, who is always great. I mean, he was, of course, Dr. Loomis, Ernst Stavro Blofeld, and the President in Escape from New York. And of course, the priest. And I think he does a really good job playing the priest in the film. You also have Victor Wong from Big Trouble in Little China. Speaking of which, you also have Dennis Dunn from Big Trouble in Little China as well. You also have Lisa Blount and Jameson Parker, which I think they all do a really good job in the film. Alice Cooper's in the film, but he's in it for he's in like a very tiny role. But Alice Cooper is in the film. And there were some scenes in this movie that were genuinely very creepy and terrifying. There's this one scene where this guy's like all covered in beetles or something like that. And he says, kind of like in a warble or I guess possessed voice, he says, "I've got a message for you, and you're not going to like it." And his chest is like full of like these beetles, and then he later says, "Pray for death," and his head falls off. It was pretty creepy, very weird, very disgusting, but very well done, I would say. I mean, it's kind of a little hard to describe without giving the ending away. So I'm not going to spoil the ending for those who haven't seen the film. But, yeah, I mean, great direction by John Carpenter. Great score by John Carpenter and Alan Howarth, which he's worked with Alan Howarth a lot on his movies, like Escape from New York and Christine, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and Big Trouble in Little China, I believe. So he's worked with Alan Howarth on quite a bit of his movies. I mean, So, yeah. Definitely, definitely an underrated movie, in my opinion. I mean, this one doesn't really get talked about as much as some of his other films. I mean, from what I've seen, it is pretty well liked by Carpenter fans and maybe horror fans, but this one doesn't really get talked about as much as some of his other films. So, yeah, definitely a very good, very underrated movie. Now, do I highly recommend the film? Yeah, I actually do recommend the film. If you like if you like something really dark and twisted and weird, but in a good way, this is definitely a good one to watch. So, yeah, great movie. I recommend it. So that concludes my review for Prince of Darkness. Sorry if there wasn't really much to say, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.